I really want to start, but I don't know how. I used to feel like this too. About 3 years ago, I really wanted to start a self-improvement YouTube channel. But I kept on telling myself, I can't do that. I can't make a self-improvement YouTube channel, right? I really wanted to, but then I didn't know how to speak. I didn't know how to make a video or a thumbnail or a title that people would click on. How do I structure it, How do I keep on speaking to people so they want to listen? How do I convince people to even listen to my ideas in the first place? And what did I do? I literally read books end to end about self-improvement, about how to speak confidently and how to, really put yourself out there and seem passionate and charismatic like all the other YouTubers. I watched so many videos on how to make a thumbnail, how to make a title that people would actually want to click on, and how to make videos go viral. And I never even recorded a single video. I told myself, I'm not good enough. I'm gonna fail. I don't know how to do it. I remember I texted one of my friends, I really want to start this channel. And I remember so clearly me saying, I want to start, but I don't feel good enough. I don't feel ready. I don't feel like I have the capabilities and the knowledge to start this YouTube channel. And then one day, I was out at my grandparents' place, and I was watching a video by the YouTuber Hamza. It's like a self-improvement YouTuber. And back then I think he was really good. And I watched this video, and basically it was a video about how to start when you don't know how to start. And he told me, if you really want to start and you don't know how to start, you just have to do it. Just do the first step towards it. And I know that if you're watching this video, you're probably thinking, wait, I've heard that advice a billion times before. How's that gonna help me? Don't worry, I'm gonna give you actual good advice, not just that. Furthermore, after watching this video, I just told myself, alright, I don't believe this guy. I think this is bullshit. I'm gonna fuck it up and I'm not gonna do it correctly because I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm just gonna record my first video. Just do it, right? And then the next morning I went out to this field close to my grandparents' place, and there was a bench, and I put my phone, no camera, no microphone, no nothing, just my phone up like there, and I recorded a video of myself just speaking for 28 minutes without stop about how to be happier, how to feel happier. It went absolutely not viral. It got like 4 fucking views or something. But the moment I hit stop record, the moment I was done and I hit, I ended the recording, I suddenly realized, oh my god, this is what I should have done all along. I should have just started. And I got this extremely fulfilling feeling in my whole body, this is what I was supposed to do this whole time. Because I know how you feel. You wake up every day and there's a thing that you really want to achieve. You want to start a business. You want to go talk to a girl, or look better so you can get more girls, or whatever, for whatever reason. You know what I mean? I shouldn't here and sit and judge you for whatever. You get the point. But excuses get in the way. You keep on saying to yourself, oh wait, I can't do it because I'm not ready. I don't know what I'm doing, and it's a risk. I don't want to start doing it because what if I start doing it and I fuck it up? So I just need to keep on learning, keep on knowing, and at some point when I feel ready, equipped to start something, I will start. There's two types of people who clicked on this video. One of the people is the people who really want to start something, but they're too scared to start. They don't know how to start. They don't feel ready. And then there's the other half of people who clicked on this video because they're making too many excuses to start. Or they're too lazy to start whatever they're doing. If you're both of those people, this video is for you. But mostly I will teach you how to start when you really want something, but you don't know where to start, if that makes sense. The advice I'm going to give you, you've heard before. And I lied before when I said this was not going to be the whole video, but it is. But I need you to give it a chance. You just need to start somewhere. And then learn from there. And before you click off, let me finish. This will change your life. Or at least it did for me. When somebody tells you, just start, your brain immediately jumps to, well, how do I just start? What is the first step I'm supposed to do? Where do I start? I don't even know where to start. So how can you just sit here and tell me just start? Because that's exactly how I thought. I thought, you can't just do that to me because I don't know where to start. Am I just supposed to hit record and upload a video? Fuck no, that's a risk. I don't want to do that. I'm going to fuck up and fail. And I know that's exactly how you're thinking right now. But wait, what if I told you I'm going to teach you exactly step by step what to do to get started? Now, before I start anything, let me get inside your head first. You keep on telling yourself, I need to learn, and I need to keep on preparing and preparing and preparing to eventually do it, because if I don't know what I'm doing, I'm going to fail. I'm not even, you tell yourself, well, I can't even get off my feet. I can't even get anything started because I don't even know where to start. And even if I get started, I'm going to fail because I don't know how to even keep this thing going. Let me teach you how. I'm going to use an example. You want to start a business. More specifically, you want to be a video editor and you want to sell your video editing services to somebody. Let's say that is your goal. Like, just apply whatever I'm about to say to whatever situation you're in. So if you want to be a videographer and you want to sell your you want to be a video editor and you're trying to sell your video editing services, what you're probably telling yourself is, I don't know where to sell it. I don't know how to make a good advertisement. Like, where do I even sell it? How do I reach people who want to buy it? How do I make people want to buy it? Am I even good enough at editing? Are they gonna, look at my edits and be like, no, that's shit, and then they're just gonna want their money back? It's all these things running around your head because you're scared to do it. It's a risk, and humans are engineered to not want to take risks because failing is scary. If you failed back when you were a caveman running around 10,000 years ago and you failed, you fucked up, you didn't get food for the night, you get home and you're hungry as shit, right? And you might just die of starvation, whatever. Point being, I think we're biologically engineered to avoid fucking up, basically, because that might have meant death or significant discomfort back in the day. What you're gonna do if you want to do a video editing is that you just need to start and learn along the way. Because if you keep on preparing and keep on preparing and keep on preparing for eventual scenarios that you don't even know you might find yourself in, you're never gonna get started. And guess what? You're never ever gonna feel ready, because you're gonna keep on coming up with things that might eventually happen that you need to prepare for. Okay, you figured out how to, get people to buy your product. Well, how do you get the supplier you might think of? And then you research for that problem. And then all of a sudden it's kind of like, how do I push my product to more customers? That's a new problem. And you're gonna keep on making excuses not to start because you don't feel like you're prepared enough, when in reality, you're never ever gonna know exactly what scenarios you're gonna be in, because you're never ever going to experience them if you don't start. This is exactly the thing that I faced. When I started to make my YouTube channel, I thought, well, I need to know how to perfectly structure my video to hook people's attention. And when I uploaded my first video, I suddenly realized all that was waste. Because in reality, I just wanted to turn on my camera and speak naturally about something that I was passionate about. And then I just wasted so many hours of me researching how to structure a video. Because that's the issue. You're first of all, you're planning for shit that hasn't even happened yet, that isn't a current real problem. And most of the shit you're planning for is going to be the wrong planning. So what are you going to do? This is exactly what you're going to do. Listen, if you want to be a video editor, what you're going to do is think, what is the thing what do I know right now that I can do to get started? And I know you're thinking, I have no fucking idea. But that's wrong. You're bullshitting yourself. And I know that hurts. And I know you're thinking, well, you're wrong. but I'm right. Just give me a chance, okay? I'm right because you know how to start, but it doesn't feel like the right way to start. It doesn't feel safe because it's an actual step towards taking a risk. So what I mean is, if you want to be a video editor, go on Shopify or Facebook Marketplace or some sort of website where you can sell services, or what's that website called? Fiverr. There's like a website called Fiverr where people sell their services. Go on there, make an account, and then post an offering. Hey, I'm gonna edit your video for $5-10 or more, whatever. You can do that, but it just doesn't seem good because, well, I'm going to post an ad, but it's going to be the wrong title, the wrong thumbnail, the wrong, description. Maybe I'm not good enough. Maybe the example videos I put out there for people to see, maybe people are going to think I'm shit at editing and they're not going to want to buy my product. But there you go. Now suddenly you have real issues, real shit, real problems that you need to solve now while you're in it, instead of contingency planning for them beforehand. So let's say you've actually posted an ad and you see your statistics and you see, well, I posted this ad, but people aren't clicking on it. So you can see like statistics inside of Fiverr. And I think one of the statistics that you can see is like, how many people see your ad, like between all the other ones, how many people see your listing, your offering, versus how many people click on it. And then you can see inside of those statistics, okay, well, this is, for example, right? For example, you can see, okay, well, a lot of people are seeing it, but not many people are clicking on it. How do I fix that? Then you go research, then you watch the videos on how to create the proper title, thumbnail, advertisement to attract people to click on it. Then you solve it while you're actually facing the issue, not beforehand. Do not do it beforehand, because you might not even research the correct thing. You might not even do it specifically for the thing that you're actually going to be doing. Just get into it and then plan from there on. Because you're gonna fuck up. Nobody is gonna get it right from the start. Nobody has ever done that. And a lot of you TikTokers and YouTubers and whatever like to tell you, hey, look at this, I just made this business in 3 fucking months and look at me and I earned all this money. Did they tell you all the other times when their other businesses didn't work and this was the one that actually worked? Did Mr. Beast really create a video that was pinpoint perfect that got 100 million views the first time he did it? Did Amazon, like the online website, just launch and it was just perfect? It was this amazing website where you could buy all this shit. No. Mr. Beast started by making Minecraft videos in his mom's basement. Amazon started out as a bookstore out of Jeff Bezos' own garage. SpaceX, the rocket company that sends rockets to space, Elon Musk, the owner of that company. This guy fucking failed 5 rockets in a row. All of them failed, and he was about to go bankrupt, and he had to pull money out of his own account to put into it before the rockets actually started flying. And then he succeeded. You're gonna fuck up. You're gonna fuck up a lot, and you're gonna have no idea what to do. But that is exactly the point, because when you figure out that you don't know what you're doing, you're going to identify a problem. People are not clicking on my advertisement, for example, and then you're going to solve it. And then you learn how to write a title that people want to click on, and then people click on it. Okay, then you face a new issue. Okay, people have clicked on my advertisement, but they're not buying the product. What is wrong? Is my description wrong? Is my offering wrong? Is my price wrong? Then you go research that. Then you go back. Then you change a little bit. And then every single day, something's going to get slightly better, but it's not going to be good from the start. It's not even going to be good for the first couple of days or weeks or even months if you're working on a big project, but then eventually it's going to start making sense. And you see the difference between the guy who just keeps on planning and thinking, okay, what can I do to prepare myself, versus the guy who just fucking throws himself in the cold ass water and just fucking sits there and then he learns how to swim. Imagine there's a race across the pool. There's one guy standing on the diving board, right? There's 2 participants. None of them have ever swam before. one guy standing on the board and the other guy standing on the other board. The referee blows the whistle. The first guy stands there and thinks, well, how do I swim, right? Let me watch a video on how to swim, right? Okay, I'm gonna watch a video on how to swim. Okay, they're doing this with their arms and they're doing this with their legs, whatever, right? And he spends 5-10 minutes watching this video, and then he jumps in. And then he kind of knows how to swim, but by watching a video, you don't actually learn how to swim, do you? Right? So he has some idea of where he's going because he's done this planning beforehand. But the moment he jumps in, he realizes that planning wasn't actually applicable to actually swimming in reality, because swimming and actually learning how to swim physically is very different from just learning it. You have to swim to get better. Versus the other guy on the other board has no idea how to swim. He just fucking jumps in. He knows from the start, he knows less than the guy who watched the video, right? The guy who watched the video, maybe he has a slightly better start, but the guy on the second diving board who just jumps in, no idea what to do. He's in the water, just kind of wailing around. But then eventually he's like drowning, and then the natural human instinct of swimming kicks in, and he just starts like doing something with his arms, and suddenly he's got it. Suddenly he's fucking swimming, and then once he's like halfway done with the race, he looks back, the other guy's still on the fucking diving board because he's still learning how to swim, and then he jumps in. But the moment the guy who did the video planning beforehand, the moment he jumps in, at that point that he's in the water, the other guy who jumped in without knowing what to do, he knows how to swim better than the guy who watched the video. Point being, if you just try now to start something, in a month from now, you are going to be more ahead than if you were to start with all of your planning right now. Does that make sense? If you spend a month just jumping in and trying, by the end of that month, you will be more ahead of the guy in actual knowledge and how to do something than the other guy who has spent a month preparing and then starts at the end of the month. Just fucking start, bro. See you in the next video.